Why did my parents call a family meeting asking me to share my boyfriend? My little sister Gemma has had a crush on my boyfriend Nolan since I first brought him home when she was 15. She called him her practice husband and told everyone she was just waiting for her turn. My parents thought it was adorable. She once pushed me out of my seat at Thanksgiving so she could sit next to him. Everyone laughed except me. When I told my parents it was weird, my mom said, "She's just a kid, don't make it creepy." Then Gemma turned 18 and I thought she would finally grow out of it. I had no idea she had been planning something the entire time. Our family went on vacation together to a beach house after Gemma's birthday. My parents drove all of us, so leaving early wasn't an option. I knew something was off the moment we arrived. Gemma came downstairs wearing my perfume with her hair styled exactly like mine. She even had on a jacket identical to one Nolan gave me. When she turned around, she just smiled at me like nothing was wrong. I told my mom and she rolled her eyes. Imitation is flattery, stop being paranoid. It only got worse from there. Nolan went to get ice from the hall one evening and came back looking completely shaken. He sat on the edge of the bed and wouldn't look at me. Finally, he said, Gemma was waiting out there barely wearing anything. She asked me to come to her room, and when I said no, she grabbed my arm and whispered, "She doesn't have to know." I told my parents, and my mom laughed in my face. "You're being ridiculous." Gemma kept pushing, touching his arm at dinner, showing up wherever he was. My parents dismissed everything I said. Then I woke up in the middle of the night and something felt off. I could see a shadow moving under our door. Someone was standing right outside our room. I opened it and Gemma was just standing there in the dark with this weird smile on her face. "What are you doing?" She tilted her head. "Just checking on you two, making sure he's still here." I slammed the door and locked it. I told my parents and my mom sighed like I was exhausting her. "You need to stop this obsession with your sister." Later that day, Nolan pulled me into our room and handed me his phone. It was texts from Gemma. The first few were normal, but then they got dark. She told him I was cheating on him and that I never loved him. Then I saw the one that made everything click. "You were always meant to be mine. She just got to you first, but that's about to change." This wasn't a crush. This was a plan. That evening, my mom knocked on our door with a serious look on her face. Family meeting, living room, now. We walk into the living room and Gemma is already sitting there with red puffy eyes. My parents are on either side of her like they're protecting her from me. The air feels heavy. My mom takes a deep breath and says, "Gemma is an adult now with real feelings for Nolan. We think you should step back and give her a chance." I wait for her to laugh. She doesn't. Nolan stands up slowly and asks if they're seriously telling me to give up my boyfriend for my little sister. My mom says, "It's not like you're married. Gemma has waited 3 years. She deserves a fair shot." I look over at Gemma and my body goes cold. She's smiling through her tears. That's when Nolan pulls out his phone and puts it in my dad's hands. "You want to see what your daughter has really been doing? The lies about me cheating. The messages begging him to leave me. The text where she said that was about to change." My dad scrolls for a few seconds, then puts the phone down. "So she has a crush and sent some silly texts. You're overreacting like you always do." My mom nods. Gemma is young and in love. She didn't mean any harm. I felt like I was in a nightmare. Gemma's smile grows wider. She stands up and looks right at me. "See? They know the truth. He was supposed to be mine. You just got to him first." Her voice is getting louder. 3 years I waited. I deserve him more than you ever did." Then she turns to Nolan and screams, "Why couldn't you just pick me? She doesn't even love you like I do." The room is silent. I look at my parents waiting for them to say something. They just sit there. My mom actually reaches over and rubs Gemma's back. That's when I knew. I grabbed Nolan's hand and walked out the door without saying a word. We filed a restraining order the day we got home. Gemma violated it by showing up at Nolan's job and got arrested in the parking lot. My parents said it was all my fault, so I blocked their numbers. Nolan proposed last week. Guess she never got her turn.